Hey yo, what up? It's your boy Price the Boss. I got my co-host with me, Carrie with 2 R's, 2 E's. And where we at right now?
We at the No Poli-Cast.
Say wallahi, you're blessed? You blessed, fam? This one time, fam. Cringe. Now this is a story all about how a slang in Toronto got flipped upside down. And I like to take a minute just to mouse and chill. And I tell you how Toronto
You guys want me to
talk
perform it over the laptop time in, right? Yeah, I do that. Actually, my buddy had this.
You blessed, fam? From Pickering to Saga, born and raised, smoking back with
Okay, that's a
lemon,
dope
dropping
track.
the ice. If you're a sweeter man, then that means you look good. In a batch, you mean she's about to meet the neighborhood. If you get in a fight, then you cut it to fuzz. And if someone says nice it, then shut the fuck up. Wagwan means what's up. Waist suit is young and dumb. In a group of girls, we called them gyada. Are you crazy? Are you dumb? How we talk? Where we from? Whether white or Somali, swear to God, we'll be wallahi. In November, wear a poppy. If you're white, go play hockey. Shout out top 5, that be out here with the mollies. Thank you, Trudeau, for the splits. Bucks be ballin' with the drip. Shout out to Kawhi, got the chip and then he dip. Could be chair, could be shit. Know that you could get hit. They call me Cringe Cat, Fresh Prince of the Six.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We back. Episode 18 of the No Polycast.
Yes.
I got my lovely co-host with me. And if you at home, I want you to say this with me. I got Carrie with 2 R's, 2 E's. Where we at right now?
We at No Poli-Cast, y'all. You already know what it is. Episode 18. We here.
18.
We here. We made it. I can't even believe it, but here we are. I'm so happy to be here. Shout out our sponsors, Black Spade Studio, Circle ENT. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, share all the new episodes that we drop each and every Saturday, guys. And don't forget, Feed the Fire Radio every Saturday night from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And our No Polycast Premix live show every Wednesday, guys. Ton of time.
We working.
Song number 1 gets featured on Feed the Fire Radio show that we drop each and every Saturday.
Right, and before we get started, before we introduce our special guest in the building, I just want to shout out the sound man, Justin. I want to shout out the video man, JP, because without y'all, it won't be we won't be looking as easy peasy as we got it going on right here, right? So shout out to y'all real quick.
Shout out the team.
But Carrie, who do we got in the building today?
Whoa. Hold on a minute. Right? Can't consider me around. We got Cringe Kev in the building. One and only.
What's good? Thanks for having me. 18th episode. Your
Yes.
podcast officially is old enough for me to be on it.
Right?
Or in it.
Oh my God.
Thanks for having me, though. Shout out Kitchener.
The podcast is finally legal.
Yeah.
Finally legal, y'all. Yeah, we out here.
I've been waiting. Just like Drake, I've been waiting.
Jeez. Gears, y'all.
Right out the rip. Jeez, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate being here. Love it.
Excited.
Beautiful
to have
studio you got here. Sick setup.
Right,
Dope.
shout out Black Space Studios for
Thank you.
putting the thing together. Shout out Circle ET for sponsoring.
You know.
Carrie, do you know the topic of the day?
Yeah, man.
What's the topic?
Topic of the day. Let's just get right into it. As a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like you have to bite your tongue more strategically than another influencer, say, on social media?
Well, yeah, because inevitably what's funny is usually wherever the line society draws offensive and non-offensive, that's usually where the funniest stuff is.
Yeah.
And as a comedian, we are the ones who walk the line. So, yeah, you got to be strategic. Like if you're doing performing stand-up, for example, if I have a crowd that's all old white people, I'm not going to be talking about Toronto slang or eating pussy or something along those lines. I'm going to talk about like America's Got Talent or Dancing with the Stars or some bullshit, you know? Like, but if I have a, like a more young urban crowd in Toronto, I'm going to do Toronto jokes, Brampton jokes, You kind of play your crowd and you got to be strategic.
People
Like
having
this.
seizures in China to scare us.
Yeah, this is
And,
little
like,
Brampton
it
joke.
created racism around here, you know what I mean? Like my buddy would ask me,
Oh
like,
my
"Hey,
God.
you want to come over, hang out?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure. Where you live?" He's like, "Markham." I'm like, "Ah."
Right?
Sorry,
This
bud.
was last year in
But
the
that's
park.
what we do in Toronto. We hide our
Christie Pits, I
racism.
think.
We
Is
make
this
fun
a
of certain
quarantine?
areas of the city.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
illegal. There was
For
tickets given
example,
out by the
anyone from
cops.
Brampton here?
Oh, nice.
God forbid standing in a field and
No
telling
wonder it
jokes.
smells so nice out here.
God forbid.
Oh, tickets like fines. You have to
Yeah,
pay
like over
tickets.
2,000.
Tickets.
Over
I thought
2,000.
they were like, come join us.
Like over $2,000 fines. You know.
You know what I mean? For example,
But no,
like,
we raised
certain
money.
crazy
Like
places,
Russell
like,
Peters
the
even
only place
retweeted
you're more
it.
likely to
We
come
raised
across a
money
car
and
accident
they
than
paid it
someone
off.
wearing
Plus, like
a-
Rebel News had fight the fines
You see?
for
You guys
hosting
did the
protests and
racism,
events
not
that
me.
were like anything COVID
Not me.
related. They had there's people out there that
Crazy.
if
And
you
the
run
reason
events
we
like this
can't
that are
take
willing to
6
help you
months
out.
for a new
But yeah, you got to
one.
dance
Number
around
two is, like,
the government.
people, like, in the comment section,
For
they're
sure.
crazy. Like,
This must have
I
been
was
a big moment
because I go
for you,
viral. I've hooked up with a few Toronto
was
girls,
so
and shout out to Toronto girls, the most beautiful
You see
women in the
that,
world.
Like you said, Russell
Woo, woo,
Peters.
woo. Yeah, Toronto girls.
Well, he didn't like he
Yeah, but
didn't
beautiful
retweet me, but he
women.
retweeted like the main comedian who ran the show, Ben Bankis. Shout out Ben Bankis. He had like the post with the tickets and everything.
No, but he's one of your
Oh, he-
favorite
Comedians, yeah.
comedians, right?
Like growing up, that was the first time I fell in love with comedy. Was Pacific Mall, Illegal, Russell Peters DVD. You remember those burned DVDs you'd get back in the day? Russell Peters.
Shout out to the mall. Shout out to the bootleggers selling them CDs.
They was on fire this week. You seen that? Pacific Mall was on fire this week. Insurance
Oh, I saw
claim.
that. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
If it was insurance claim, I don't know,
Black
but
smoke coming
Pacific
out of it.
Mall.
Definitely a fire.
There's nothing real out of there, so I doubt that. You know.
Oh my
Shout out to
god.
Pacific Mall. It makes you
Yeah.
gotta even question. And I mean this in so many different ways.
No, it's
Was
the
the
plug.
fire
though.
even real?
Yeah. No, there was
Was
smoke.
the fire real though? I mean the gear and stuff ain't.
He was
Okay.
all smoke. Oh
Killy
my
was shooting
God.
his new project in there. It's too hot.
Oh my god. Too hot. Oh man, I hope they're okay. I hope P-Mall's alright.
Yeah, I didn't hear like there's any deaths or anything. God forbid, knock on wood. So
God forbid. So how long have you been doing like comedy and stand up and making videos and all that stuff?
So probably I would say like when the pandemic hit, I was about a year and a half in, starting to get regular, starting to do like 5 nights a week. You know, really get a groove going, a flow going.
Yeah.
Pandemic hit and the odd shows at some bars or like that outdoor shows, stuff like that. But like for example, last time I did it was right before Christmas, and then the first time since then was on Friday in Oshawa. So it's
Wow.
that was like months, and for a comedian, like it was tough, like because I'm
Yeah.
trying all new jokes and like stuff that's never been worked, and like I don't even know what my train of thought is on things, like,
Right.
you know. But that's
Yeah.
the pandemic and stand up, which is why I'm channeling my music or my energy into some comedic music now, just to
Wow.
channel the energy while you
Yeah.
can do stand
Of
up.
course.
Shout out the Fresh Prince
The way,
song.
the way the media, just like what you said with the Fresh Prince song, you just
Yeah.
mentioned it. The
Mhm.
way things are nowadays, even as like a rapper, even as a politician, you have to start switching up the game.
Yep.
And becoming
Adapt.
You have to adapt with change, right? So like even like what you just said, like comedic rap,
Mhm.
right? You gotta do that because if you don't fall with that wave of what people are clicking, into,
Yeah.
you're just gonna drown, right?
Yep.
So you gotta stay afloat, basically. You know?
And especially with the comedy rap, like originally I was in comedy, but I've been rapping way longer than I've been doing comedy. Like since I was a kid in the schoolyard, we used to freestyle. Like high school, we'd freestyle ciphers. It was just what it was back in the day, you know? Like I'm from Ajax, but like you would just like freestyle like with kids in the yard.
Yeah.
You'd be roast battling. It was just like
Yeah.
something you always did, and I used to always do like parody like Eminem songs back in the day, you know? You make a parody of like Without Me back when like Slim
Yeah,
Shady was
of course.
and like, but like, I never even thought that would be a lane. But then once the pandemic hit, I was like, yo, I got that in the bag. So let's see what we can do with it.
Wow. So you've been making music.
Yeah, I play guitar too. Taught myself guitar.
Jeez.
yeah.
So you're like a jack of all trades.
Nah,
Oh my
he's
God.
a cringe.
Cringe man.
Cringe of all trades.
The cringe of all time. I can do everything a bit cringy, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't get grimy, he gets cringe.
Cringy. And is that what your name? Like your how did you figure it? Like your name?
Well, no. When I started doing comedy, my at was just like Kevin.Campbell and maybe a number. Kevin Campbell. It's just like a normal
Generic.
at, and I was just like, you look at like
Yeah.
Champagne Poppies, Drake's. Like a lot of people have like fun ats.
Yeah.
So I actually went Thirsty Kev at first for a week, which is the worst name because a girl was like asking your number. She's like, "Oh, your Instagram? What's your Instagram?" You're like, Thirsty Kev. So like a week in, I was just going through like
Not
different
good.
things I
Yeah.
could go with it, and I was like, Cringe Kev was available, and it just sounded good, and it's like, oh, it's a good excuse for shitty content too. So I'm
So-
just starting out.
It
So
suits
your
you.
name is
I
a
love it.
two-part name. Two-part name.
It's one name if you're like writing it on like Spotify or YouTube. It's just a Cringe Kev one name.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of like reality, it's two.
So-
But it's not spaced out if
what
you had
made
typed it.
What made you use I'm guessing Kev is your real name.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah.
So
Kev.
what made you like, for example, try to find a nickname for the beginning part of your name and then change the end part of your name? Like, what made you decide?
Well,
to
Kev is just
Sorry,
like
you kept the
Yeah.
end first, just the beginning. What made
Yeah.
you decide to?
well, it was just based on what was available on Instagram, like on available. It's like Kevin Campbell is a very like generic ass name. There's a lot of K Campbells like, and if I want to be different, I could do like Comedy Kev or something
Yeah.
like that, or Comedy Kevin. And Kev is just shorter. That's why I just put Kev instead of Kevin. And Cringe Kev is just 2 syllables, flows. It's
I
alliteration,
love it.
and it was available. It was just
Right?
straight up. It's available. Like my, Xbox gamer tag days. You're like,
yes.
like-
I want to put, like, for example, I like the fact that I'm Price the Boss on Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram.
you don't want another Price the Boss on Twitch or something.
005.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that 005
That is
doesn't
thing.
make you.
You're almost making your name based off what's just available in the
Exactly.
zeitgeist.
Knows it.
Even so, you don't have no underscores. In
No, Cringe. But on TikTok, because of the account being deleted twice, it's
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Cringy Kev, so it's like cringe with the Y at the end.
Cringy
Just
Kev.
and like if that gets deleted, it'll be like
So
on TikTok,
nice.
it'll be like not Cringe Kev or something will be next. Maybe I don't know.
Right? You
I'll
are
just
so
keep coming up
spell
with it.
cringe? How do you spell it?
Cringe Kev is CRINGEKEV, but if you're on TikTok, it'd be CRINGEY Kev, Cringy Kev instead of Cringe Kev.
And it suits your content.
And like you can't even get your original app back on TikTok. If you get your account
Really?
deleted, it's permanently. Like
Oh,
Cringe
so you
Kev
can
is just
never come
gone.
back.
Yeah, I've
Really?
emailed them and it's
Wow,
just
they
gone. And then I had
did.
Cringy Kev with just a Y, and then that got deleted. Now it's like Cringy with
So-
EY.
Hating
If,
on
t-
you
if,
over
t-
there.
if TikTok was let's just say like a baddie, and you lost your TikTok name,
Mhm.
that means that your TikTok name belongs to the streets at that point.
Yeah,
You get it back.
Yeah. yeah.
It's gone. It's just
Yeah.
belongs to the streets, man.
Shadow banned, you know.
Jeez. Do you face like backlash for like your cringy content and people who might not understand your humor, your music?
Yeah, I've had people actually contact my workplace in an attempt to get me fired.
Oh
Really?
my
Yeah,
gosh,
for sure.
really?
Like it's censorship's a big deal. There's different ways they censor you. Obviously, like the TikTok getting videos deleted is one way. But what I have happened, I work at, I'm not gonna say the business, but it's like a big organization, and anonymous letters into HR were getting sent in apparently, and just nonsense lies. That's why I still have a job to this day because like there was obviously investigations and
Right.
all my stuff's on my page. You can see it there. So they were just like making lies, like because I was talking against lockdowns. So I was like, oh, and then all of a sudden I started receiving. You get like weird death threat stuff, and then you're like, oh, maybe it's just like you talk about certain topics. They try to censor you in other ways. So my workplace asked me to like put my accounts on private
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and then eventually I did for a while, and I was like, screw this. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it in comedy. This is my dream. Like,
Right.
but that's how they censor you. They
Right.
get your
Shout out to your
workplace to
workplace,
censor you.
Right. That's crazy.
Shout out to your workplace,
Yeah.
at least for being understanding enough to say, oh,
I'm in a union. That's why. I don't think if I wasn't in a unionized environment, I would have been
Who do you-
trimmed.
I feel like
So
it
a
was
shout out to the
somebody-
union.
Yeah, shout out to the union. Pay your dues, fam.
Do you feel like it might have been somebody? A
What?
coworker? You feel like it was low key a coworker?
Um,
Who else could it be? How do they know where you work?
people there know me. Number one, like for example, that Wild and Out clip that you're gonna show in a bit,
Yeah.
that was recorded at my workplace, for example.
Oh, let me see that.
So like,
Right now.
that's what I mean. Like people people know, and like once you're on Six Buzz once, motherfuckers will be like, "Yo, I seen you on that," you know.
Oh, so everybody was like, okay, I know where that's at.
But I think it was, yeah. It could have been a bad salty coworker, right?
Jeez, that just, do you know that?
With the cupcake belly, jeez.
Yo, why? You didn't even have to say all of that.
She snapped on me. Shout out.
She
Wild 'N Out.
did.
That's a goal though. Now I want to be on Wild 'N Out. I would love it.
Yo,
Would you ever
goals.
want to be the Nick Cannon of a Wild 'N Out, or would you want to be?
You can't. I'm the white boy. White boys have the role on Wild 'N Out. You come out as the
The
nerdy
role.
white boy. You crack your
Have you ever
jokes.
seen
You're not
Living Color?
hosting Wild 'N
Have you ever
Out.
seen Living Color?
What movie?
No,
You're not
it's a
hosting.
comedy thing. It used to be like Mad
No.
TV.
Okay, okay.
But believe
Oh, I
it or
remember
not,
Mad TV.
in Living Color
Yeah.
is where Jim Carrey started his career.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's crazy that you said what you said.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like
Was it more of like a black show at the time? Like Wild 'N Out? I would say it's like a black show, right? Can you
In
put?
Living
trying
Color.
to find,
Let me
trying to
see
find
what I
Jim
can
Carrey.
do.
Are you allowed to say that? Like Wild 'N Out's like a black culture
No,
show for
but
sure,
it is what
right?
it is though.
Yeah,
And
like
it was because
it's on
it
BET.
was written by the Wayans brothers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So back then when they first started, it was kind of like Mad TV before Mad TV.
Yeah.
Wildin' Out without the hip hop.
Wildin' Out is like
J-Lo was
the
on
most
it too.
brilliant improv show. Like, I wanted to find a way to run local improv style shows like Wildin' Out. Maybe not like the exact thing, but just like I love the improv comedy game, and like with a crowd, I think it's so much. It could be so much fun in a live setting.
This is a clip of Jim Carrey and
The goat,
and
one of them.
Living Carrey. I'm not Living Carrey. Jim Carrey and
Living
Living
in
Color.
Color.
Oh, you got the teeny bikini on.
Is that Coiler Ray?
So, first of all, don't even do that.
I know.
Cringe, Kev.
My bad.
Ow.
I love Coiler. She's nice.
Right?
I just
Ow,
that freestyle was
right.
funny though.
I love Coily Ray. Oh my god.
Yo, would you tap that though on the left? Jim Carrey with tits there, and like he's looking kind of fine there.
Making me cringe.
She
Yeah,
looks
Yeah,
like
you
a
need to bag it. You put the bag over the.
yeah, we just go to a clip, man. Yeah, you know?
You're making me.
It ain't gay if they got
And
tits.
he's doing his job.
But anyways, Jim Carrey started off his career in an environment like Wildin' Out. Right?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a difference in?
Well, he started really with the clubs. Like I think he was doing like comedy in the clubs, and
Yeah.
then you get picked up by a show like that really puts you to the mainstream. But where he's really developing his skills, like he's from Toronto area, right? So he was probably in clubs out here, moved out to LA, probably started hitting like the improv out there. And back those days, you get noticed. That's how you get picked up. You're performing at like the Improv or the Comedy Store or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's where they've recruited people for shows. That's why back then that was the route. If you're a comedian, you get on, then you get something like Saturday Night Live or like one of these
Yeah.
shows. Like that was the route. Nowadays it's internet. You got to build your own thing
Is
nowadays.
there like a Canadian equivalent to like Wildin' Out or like SNL? Or I guess there is, isn't there?
Well, they do like roast battles at Yuck Yucks, so they'll do like India versus Pakistan night, or like
Okay.
or like hood battles. It'll be like East
Okay.
End versus West End, and they'll bring comedians out. So they'll do like,
Not like that.
but it's not like an improv style game. Like that was like they came in for a special event.
Do you like
Oh, whose
roast
line
game?
is it anyway, guys?
Yeah,
What
that was an
happened to
improv. That was a
show?
big improv. That was a funny ass show.
I
Do
remember.
you like roasting? The idea of roasting?
Yeah.
You're a good
Both
roaster?
styles, just like the verbal and like pinning the girl, against the wall, Both styles. No, but yeah, I can't help but roast. I talk shit. I talk my shit.
JP's dying over there.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm taken out.
Now you
taken
said
out.
something.
Shout out to the shorties.
Shout out to the
First,
shots.
hold on. You gotta say it for me, okay? Say it again. Shout out to the what?
Shorties.
Okay,
You know,
we're gonna change that
you
today,
say it right.
and I hope you make a post about this.
Okay, let's
Serious.
hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear
Changing
it.
it. We don't say shorties.
That's
You
not
gotta
even how we
say
it.
shout out to the shotties.
Shotties. No, but now I'm culturally appropriating. I gotta
No,
enunciate.
No, because you're Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's multicultural,
Yeah.
man. Like it's all over.
It's
man.
like with my boys and like friends, like I'll be like, yo, why go on? Like casually.
Yeah.
But like if I don't know people, sometimes people catches people off guard. I'm like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't like talk like that to like, people I don't know, Like people take it the wrong way sometimes. I don't mean it like that in a bad way.
Well, back to that topic. When it comes to your comedy sketches, do you feel like you have to like bite your tongue because you have a joke that's really funny, but you're just like, you know what, it might offend some people.
It's not even that. I'm just what's gonna be censored. What are they gonna flag?
Yeah.
Don't talk about COVID-19 vaccines. Maybe that's like. You're talking like pig Latin because like the algorithms, like it may not even be a human. It may just be like keywords with algorithms.
Right.
Like you say whatever, like I don't know, like something like deny the Holocaust. No, I don't personally. I have family that actually died in that Holocaust, so I know it wasn't a real thing. But that's something that may be flagged. If you were spouting something like that, the algorithm would just pick up on it. You're automatically flagged. So like they don't pick up on satire. These algorithms. That's the problem.
Okay.
So you could be like roasting Justin Trudeau, be like roasting Doug Ford. You look like a Timbit, Justin Trudeau, blackface. Is that? And if you're a human, you're like, oh, this guy's clearly roasting. There's a disclaimer. This is a joke. But when they got algorithms just flaking you and you can't appeal it,
Right.
you're more walking the tight line of like maybe I just don't talk about this topic or this topic, and maybe I stick to roasting Chrome as or Debbie because no. Like fun stuff. That's
fun
not
stuff.
gonna get you kicked off the internet for good.
Don't want to get kicked off the internet. You know what I wanted to ask you though? Do you ever feel bad when you poke fun at a situation and then bad things ended up happening afterwards? Because there was something on your page, and I remember I commented on it.
What
It was the stripper party. The business owner, he threw like a retirement stripper party for someone.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I
the
thought it was
Nelmar
hilarious
Shout
because
out
I
Nelmar.
somehow I got the videos on my WhatsApp in a group chat, and I was like, "What the hell is going on over there?" So I thought it was funny at
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then afterwards, I heard like somebody like they
Had a
ended up
heart
in the
attack or
hospital.
something?
Somebody had a heart attack. Somebody got
Because his
like,
wife left him
nuts.
because he was eating a fucking
Right,
stripper
so
out
it
on
was
camera.
like,
What do you
after
think should
after I
happen?
was like laughing at your
I don't
video,
feel bad about that at all.
I felt bad after because I was like, ooh.
How stupid you gotta be. Not only to record a stripper party on a work site, but during a pandemic on top of it all. And everyone knows unwritten rules. You're having strippers at work. You never videotape said strippers at
I
work.
got clear.
Like, I don't
uncut,
understand how
4K videos.
They're rocking Nelmar Construction shirts. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
which I think is actually funny because I think it actually helps their brand because no one knows construction companies, but now every time I think Nelmar, I think guys mucking fucking strippers, bar, and drywallers. And
They're
I
good
love
guys.
it. Like, I'm like, fuck, I want to hire
Pretty call
Nelmar
those
to
guys.
do my house sometimes.
yo, I felt bad.
Yeah, right?
Every day, what he's saying is, ain't no such thing as bad promo.
That shit-
Well, it was because I guess the
Ain't
company
no
lost the
such-
contract, but
I mean, they gotta
That
take,
contract
They gotta
they
take
lose, but-
that. Hold that.
ain't no such thing as bad promo for the person
Yeah.
getting promotion, but other people might catch a.
buddy who got his wife caught him or whatever mucking a stripper. And who mucks a stripper's barn? So that's a white boy.
What
That's
does
like
that mean?
muck
I was
barn.
about to ask you. What is muck?
Muck barn. That's like eating vagina. That's a hockey boy term. Mucking barn. Like mucking is eating. Like muck.
JP knows that.
Barn is like the barn where like
Oh, and then
mucking
muck
barn.
means-
You're eating barn. You're
muck?
mucking barn is eating.
Muck
Like you know
is
like
eating.
oh I can muck right now.
Oh, you could eat right now.
Yeah, the mucking is eating.
Never
See,
heard that before.
it's like the problem is when you grow up in Durham, you get a weird mix of like white boy hockey slang mixed with like Toronto man slang. It just sound like you mans are saying you're a mucking barn. So like Toronto man's like I picked up on the first half, not the second
Right?
half.
You asked
Hockey
me.
boys are like you eat pussy, but
I'm
that's right.
trying to be like, what'd you say? Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
We're
it.
these weird hybrid that's like in between. We're not sure what we are. One second we're redneck country boys, next second you're chilling in the fucking streets.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I'm freaking crying. That's hilarious. Okay, mucking barn. Why would he muck a stripper's barn? That's the question.
No, why would
YOLO.
you? Like,
YOLO.
aren't you paying them to get stuff done on you?
I don't think that's how it works. No.
Yeah,
strippers
you
are
know.
dancers, okay?
No, I'm not.
Honestly, I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't.
She might have not been a stripper. Maybe she was a level up. She was a little Leo list ting. Maybe who knows? Shout out Leo list.
Honestly, I thought it was hilarious, and then I felt bad afterwards. But hey, don't
So
don't
it
film
turned
it
from
and put
it
it on
turned
the
from
internet.
funny to not ha ha funny.
Right.
But still funny, but like that was a bit
Yeah.
kind of dark.
Yeah.
It was pretty dark.
Whoa.
It was pretty dark.
But you mentioned something earlier, man.
What up?
Everybody seems to say that they got bars. Everybody comes through when they like this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
Now you said something about comedy rap. Carrie, am I right? You said that. No?
He
Comedy
said
rap.
something about comedy rap. I feel like you did.
Yeah.
You said
I'm working on a comedy rap album. Maybe not even all rap. It might
An
be even
album?
like it might even be the odd. It's like gonna be some original too. Mostly if it's rap, but I might mix in like a bluesy style, like slow acoustic track singing. Yeah, so I got some ideas, but the majority is definitely what I've recorded so far is all rap. So
What? Well,
Yeah.
you know what that means then.
Then we gotta put him to the polygraph.
To the test.
We gotta put
you want me on the polygraph? Jeez.
Can we
So,
put you to the test?
I got a couple pre-writtens. I only come prepared because a good comedian always got some
Hey.
pre-writtens.
However you do it, man. But listen, I just want to do a quick shout out to Suburban Bad Gal. She just followed you on Instagram. She said she just checked out your content, and she said your content is dope.
Shout out
Suburban Bad Gal?
Oh yeah. Suburban Bad Gal.
Straight out the
Yeah.
suburbs. And it's funny because one of my tracks on the album that I've recorded and it's done is called Suburban. And it's about a drill track about being in the suburbs.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you're
The
fucking
drill
talking
show. I'm
about.
in the suburbs. Ooh.
I would rap the whole song for you right
Yo,
now.
you have
but-
bars that say I'll be drilling in the suburbs. Full fridge, full cupboard.
Oh
No.
shit!
No, it's more like it's more. I'll give you a little teacher. It's like suburban whipping, suburb living, summer grilling, sunburnt chilling. Like shit like that. That's like a little vibe.
Let's get into it, y'all. Let's
Ah.
get into it. Episode 9, no polygraph. What's up, guys? No Poly-Cast, no polygraph. Episode 9. We're about to get right into it. I'm so excited. Shout out our sponsors, Black Spade Studio, Circle ENT. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us, Carry Music, Price the Boss, No Polycast, and Feed the Fire Radio Show on Instagram. And shout out 220 on the beach, y'all. Rah, rah. Remember that. And make sure you DM us, guys, for our pre-mix every Wednesday. Let us know what songs you want us to play. We count down the top 9 songs of the week, and the number 1 song gets premiered on our Feed the Fire radio show every Saturday night from 11 to midnight. Turn up time, y'all. 102.7. All right. Whoo, man. Justin, drop that.
Yup. No Poli-Cast, no polygraph. We in Kitchener, we out here. This is take 2 because your white boy fucked it up the first time. I got these pre-writtens, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's get it. Yup. Scrawny white boy with a mushroom cut. Double vax up and ready to fuck. Pfizer blue pill, now my dick is up. It's small as fuck, got a lifted truck. Call me they them cause I switch it up. I got my dick sucked cause I was on 6 buzz. But that was from clout, man, I want true love. Not fake as fuck like chair girl's butt. Comment sections be super whack. They say I look like Gosling on crack. They say I look like a twink, no cap. I wanna be shit on by chrome ass. I sorta think Debbie's kinda bad. I like my politicians on crack. I like my banners back to back. How I do stand up when nobody laughs. How I fell off when I never been on. Can't piss me off, I like to be peed on. This freestyle better than your songs. How I get a rap by comedian. If you can take a vaccine, you can take a joke. If you can fuck a kid, you can be a pope. If your daddy rich, you can be Trudeau. If you got a bloody nose, then stay off the coke. And if you're missing a guy's missing a pounding, you're gonna be racist. Fuck you, don't be a bloody bloke. Fuck off, we out. Cringe Cav, Cringe Cav. No Poli-Cast, we out here.
Hey, hey, hey.
I prevents for y'all. I slipped up there, I think, on a line or 2. Can't piss me off because I like to be peed on. Fuck.
Yo, I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm dead. I have no fucking words.
Y'all pop my cherry. That was my first live freestyle, and
Yo.
and my high school rap name. Funny story. It was Papa Cherry. That was my high school rap name. So
Papa
you
Cherry.
You popped Papa Cherry's cherry on the freestyle front.
Thank you. I'm
Respect.
so glad I have that title.
Yeah.
Thanks. I feel.
Thanks for having me though. I've always wanted to. You know, you watch these freestyles,
Right?
the rappers growing up freestyling on like shows, and like you always think like, fuck, you know, when I'm on the spot, will I hit the piss off Pete on line?
You hit it, man.
I know, I
Trust
hit it,
me,
I
you
hit
hit
it.
every fucking bar. But guys, let us know. Bars or not, and what was your fucking favorite line? Like, what was your favorite bar? Let us know in the comments.
What was your guys' favorite bar?
We know what Justin's favorite bar was.
Got my dick sucked because I was on 6 buzz.
That was just clown. I want true love.
My favorite was definitely the most offensive one. If you could fuck a kid, you could be a pope.
That was Justin's favorite.
I didn't want to talk about.
vaccine,
you could take a joke.
Yo, if you can take a vaccine, you can take a joke.
That one went hard. That one went
And
super
listen,
hard.
True.
Listen, if y'all like the quality, if y'all like what you heard, if y'all like how that sounded, make sure you hit us up right here. You're going to see the email right here. Hit us up for your inquiries. Get your vocals mixed. You already know. We working over here, man. We got a lot of things going on at the circle, man. Shout out to ENT. You dig?
Shout out Circle, UNT, y'all.
And follow your boy Cringe Kev. Don't forget that.
Hey, I like it. Follow your boy Price the Boss. Don't forget that. Hey, make sure we shout out 220 on the beat for that one, too. Remember that, you know?
Yeah. Rap.
Hey.
That beat was fire. Someone got to send that to Drake. That's, I was like, this is a Drake beat. That's the vibe I got on that. I was like, I didn't do it justice because that needs to be with Drizzy, that beat.
Yo, we're gonna turn up with the same polygraph that you did. Watch, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna do something fun for that one.
I fucking love it. I fucking love
That
it.
was something dope right there.
That was a nice beat.
So, do people recognize you when you go out? Like, you're viral, you got such a memorable face.
Toronto
you're
area.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
younger guys. And you definitely get it, like, especially like I said at work, which can be good or bad sometimes.
Yeah.
But you get recognized. It's not like I'm not that big a guy, so it's not often. It's more like, yo, especially if it's right after, like, I haven't posted on 6 in like over a year, if not 2 years. It's been a minute, but like if you get like fresh off that same week, you'll notice it. Like people be like, hey, you're that guy. But the girl I'm actually dating right now, when we first started dating, I remember the first date, we go to the Christmas market back before the pandemic, all that. And I remember I was just on 6 for like, I think I told you the 4-7, put your snow on the plates video. And it was on 6 and like multiple people came up to me there, and this is like our first date, and they're like, "Oh, yo, you're that guy." You're that guy. I'm feeling like a big man thing, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
he's like,
no
yeah.
big deal. No big deal. I was like, people be recognizing me, you know how it is, but then it's steady decline on the recognitions around here since, you know?
Man's like, yo,
Get
yeah,
someone
that's
first
me.
date or what?
The
I'm just gonna
goddamn
throw it out
dude.
there. Just kidding. Yo, but do women throw it at you? Like?
Yeah, I that's why, like, the funny line about got my dick sucked because of 6 months. There was actually, like, back before, like, pandemic days and before when I was single, on dating apps, I had got off of it because of going viral. Because there would be anytime I would hook up with someone that, like, recognized me, even, like, mentioned it, like, or your Cringe Kev, it would always be a disastrous situation. Right?
Is that what? You're asking me
I don't even got
this?
money or nothing like that. So it's not, I couldn't imagine if you're actually a legit celebrity with money.
The man said, I don't even take you serious at that point. At that point, you just like, what? You know?
Right?
Yeah. And it's funny because my girl now, she said she almost DM'd me one time from a viral video and chose not to. And, like, if she did, we definitely wouldn't have been together, like, to this day. It would have just been
Right?
it would have been like a fuck thing, maybe meet up a few times. But, like, because it would happen
It's like
naturally.
I still would have smashed.
She's a beautiful lady. You know? It is what it is.
Don't kill me. You don't be smashing the fans out here, y'all.
No. Well, fuck. If I get famous enough, like, me and the girl we'll add to the throuple. We'll make it a little throuple thing if you're hot enough and you're into that vibe. The little bi chick that wants to eat some pussy and suck my dick. I'm more than open.
Women. So when they throw it at you, you're gonna catch it or you're gonna throw it back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be willing to give my girl as much pleasure you're giving me. We're a combo package right now.
And that's on Cat.
Is that what? Is that
Her
why
name
you-
is Kat too. That's what I was like. Yeah, fuck. You know her?
I
So we
did.
got 2 coincidences today.
Yeah, two.
So the first
Shout
rap
out
name,
Cat.
Yeah, Papa
First-
Cherry.
the first rap name, Papa Cherry, and it was your first freestyle that you did, right?
Yeah,
Jeez.
first
And,
freestyle.
And what did you just say?
She said my girl's name, Kat. She
Ooh.
said something about Kat. I don't even know what
That's
you
on
said.
that.
That's not her full name, but that's what she goes by. So shout out Kat, my gal dem.
Cat.
Mm-hmm.
The shot tease. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, babe. I'm sorry what I said. If I said anything wrong, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
She gonna be coming for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Text
you
me
know.
by the time you get outside.
I'm a white boy. Our girls got us whipped, you know. We just say sorry a lot, and just, you know.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, we only cheat with paid professionals. All right.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Y'all are wild.
Is
I'ma
that
just
why you
say
make
that.
them cringe? Is
Yeah, you know.
Wild.
Leolis, shout out Leolis.
that why you make them cringe?
Wild.
You know what? Chicks like weirdness. The weirdest thing is, like, when I was trying to like back in the day when you're trying to go to clubs, I remember, and you're trying to be like a cool guy and like trying to like do everything right, you don't get anything. But then the second you just being a goof or like being yourself, all of a sudden like there's always one girl with daddy issues that's like, oh, this guy right here.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Me.
You know what it is. I prefer him with a little bit of daddy issues, you know?
Guilty.
Humbles him. She's like, guilty.
Yeah, we're attracted to weirdness.
It does. It's like if you're ever with a chick that's good looking now, but she grew up butt ugly. Those are like some of the best women you'll ever be with because they've grew up and they've been
Some
super
people
humble.
invest time, you know. Like,
I feel
as
like that's
kids,
me.
they'll look at. I remember as a kid, some of my homies be like, "Yo, that girl ain't popping now, but she's gonna be."
Yeah.
And then after
Yeah,
they'll
see the
invest the
future.
time.
And you're like, why'd I bully her throughout those years? Now she's like a 10 out of 10 OnlyFans model.
You ever see Jerry Springer back in the days where he's like, okay, now look at
Yeah.
bro, just
Yeah.
brand new, but hey,
I
like,
remember
you know,
those ones.
Yeah, shout out Jerry Springer. I
Shout
think
out
he does a
Jerry.
court show
He's a
now.
Judge.
Did you see
Shout
that?
out Judge Jerry.
I was like, I can't watch this.
Right.
Pass the
I've
torch
not
to Steve.
Steve.
The
Oh,
crowd
yeah.
Shout out Steve.
Steve always just
I
throws
forgot
the chair.
Steve. Yeah.
He doesn't even do anything. He's like, get off my stage.
Is any of that real, do you think? Like,
Listen,
Jerry
Honestly,
Springer, though?
the fact that it is, it low key is.
Some of them I'm like, these are trashy enough to be like potentially real, but then other times I'm like, they gotta just be like asking some random like interns to just pretend like,
Listen, there's people that are paid actors.
yeah, that would do stuff like
just
that.
for extras, and they sign a contract that say, "Yo,
That would be the most
you
fun
guys
role
sold
too.
whatever." Oh yeah, of course. You're in the audience. You just
Right.
it's like wrestling.
I would do that.
I'm fucking my sister, and then my brother's cheating on me with her, and then they're like, fucking, oh.
But you could, because you are paid
Oh,
actor.
I would. That would be like the most fun gig as like a paid actor to go in and be like a Jerry Springer redneck. That would be like the dream role
Dream.
for $200 at most, probably.
Can you tell us about this bro.
Yeah, it was no cannabis and driving commercial. Ironically, I drove high to shoot this. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, anything to make money, really.
Jeez. I love this. And you know what?
This is legit. I actually got paid money. This was actually on set. There was like a legit crew and
Pretty much
everything.
everything here is for
Yeah, this is
When I
actually like a
seen
real
this
role.
First,
creativity.
I was
Yep,
like,
this whole area.
I
actually
thought
is
your
for
video
creativity.
quality
Something
content.
to
was
Yeah, you're like, I'm leveling up.
Right?
We're
But
down
then
for that.
after you're like,
Relaxing?
wait,
Yeah,
this is
paint.
a real
What about
Jacob?
some for my
But even
And I
this
was like, yes.
30-second
See, look, there's
commercial.
my comment right
Yeah,
there.
there it is.
I was
But
like,
a
yes.
30-second commercial, their budget for something like this is probably tens of thousands of dollars for like
Right.
some 30-second thing,
I was
Right?
telling,
right?
I was telling
Congrats
just,
to you on that.
I was telling Justin
I didn't get
that I
that
got.
either.
I was telling my homie Justin that I got invited to a commercial.
Yeah.
For one day, and I'm like, yo, they didn't even need me. They just had me there.
Yeah. They had a guy there like that too that just showed up and sat there.
And the food, like I was saying, it's not even regular pizza. It's that Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know they got a budget when they spend this money.
Yeah.
on
So
pizza.
this one, I was crazy because they had a snack before lunch, and the snack was like a whole chicken salad. I thought that was lunch, and then like an hour later, like, all right, now we got our catered lunch. I was just like, oh,
Thank
wow,
you.
geez.
Can I?
But
I
that's-
didn't bring mine to go. You have some from.
But that's because all that stuff's union, right?
Right?
Shout out to the union once again, man.
Yeah,
Bring your
shout out.
to-go
The
plates.
movie union or whatever. I'm not in that union, but like I think all the production and like cameraman and
Yeah.
stuff have to be
Yeah.
probably. But then we were all non-union actors, which means you get the shit
You
paid.
do get the shit.
But
paid.
I didn't give a
I know
shit.
a little bit about that background life. You know what I'm saying?
You take what you get, right?
Right? That union life.
What did you work background in? Anything?
TV shows, movies. I've met Danny Glover.
Jeez.
I met Danny DeVito.
One of my idols, Danny Glover, because of how versatile he is.
Really?
He can do
I love
everything.
him.
He does acting. He's done amazing stand up. He's a dope ass musician.
Right?
Like if you had to pick like a
No,
versatile
I'm
like
talking about
oh,
the first Danny Glover,
oh not the fucking
the older one.
not
the
the
legend.
not the goat one.
What do
My
you
goat,
go
not
on?
my goat, not my goat.
My goat.
Okay, your goat.
The
fair.
Danny
Wait,
Glover.
can there be goats?
Yeah, there can be
Right?
dual
Right?
goats,
'Cause
dual
they're
dual
both,
goats.
They're both pretty amazing, right? Robin Williams, I gave him a hug. You know,
Jeez.
he's such a nice
R.I.P.
guy. On Death to Smoochie.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I did background for some Disney movie. What was it? It was like zombies too.
Right. Background is fun though.
High
It's
school
so
student or
fun,
something.
Right?
I like how
It's
you guys are
exhausting.
just. I like how you guys are just putting quotes out there. Like, yeah, you know, I was in the movie. Boom, bow, dropping stats.
Right?
Hugging legends.
Right?
Alright.
Background, you're noticed as a
About
meat
me?
puppet. That's what they call you, meat puppets. My
Right,
buddy
really?
works. My buddy works as like building sets. Like he's actually
Yeah.
union, but he builds like sets. But he says like the joke like for background because they get paid nothing. You're minimum
Yeah,
wage,
minimum
and you're
wage.
paying commission on minimum wage. And like they call
Yeah.
meat puppets because that's really what you are. You're just like you're just a meat
That's
puppet. You're
weird.
just some body over here, some body over here. They don't
Right.
say it to their face, but he's saying like
Some actors.
That's how they
I've
get
heard
treated
even-
mentally.
Yeah, some of them either treat the extras really well or really terribly. Like some of them, if it's raining and they're like, "Oh, go inside."
yeah,
you know,
like
Mr.
acting's not that
Something.
hard.
But
Like
they're like,
why
"No,
you
I'm
being
not
sick?
going inside unless everybody else goes inside."
I can't stand that attitude because like
Right?
I don't find it hard.
Mhm.
Like what you
Right.
do is like unless they're doing like a crazy monologue, crying on the spot shit. I don't think acting's that hard. Like I know that's gutty. Like I did it from no background and like for that commercial, I wasn't even like I didn't even mean to apply. I know the girl who worked at the marketing agency that was like doing for the client, and she was joking like, "Yo, you want to throw like a self tape in for this commercial?" Like I was just shooting the shit. I was like, "Get me in a commercial."
Right.
So I threw the self tape in, and then like her bosses are like, "Yeah, he's all right," but the client actually requested me. So they have all these actual actors like trying to get that like
Yeah.
commercial role. I send in the morning half stone fucking film in a video, and like the clients are like, "Oh, we want that guy." So it was funny. I'm like, I don't know how to like
Right.
traditionally act,
That's hilarious.
but like I don't think it's that hard if you can remember and you can kind of put yourself in a situation. That's why I don't understand why someone would be an asshole to someone on set.
Right, exactly. We're all just
Like you're
people,
not that
right?
sick
Right.
unless you're a stunt man doing flips or
I
something.
like that man say, yo, you're not that sick.
Their paychecks are sick. If you have a legit role, that money's nice, but like, there's no need to be a.
It's all-
Sorry for the language. I can bleep that out.
It's all good. Bleep.
Yeah.
Oh
Whoops.
Don't fucking kill me. I'm just dead. I'm taken aback. Oh my god. Fucking hilarious. God, cringe Kev, guys. Too bad. Hey, are comedy shows opening up now? Like
First
can
show
you
was
stand up
on-
and stuff again?
Yeah, first show I did was on Friday in Oshawa. I think I'll be back in Oshawa this Friday. I'm hoping to do a regular show in Durham that I can host.
Wow.
And then hopefully, I think I got a show coming up in the city soon, but it's not fully announced. But check out my page, Cringe Kev, for upcoming shows.
Right?
Right. That's dope.
And for anybody that's like watching this interview and not have become a new fan of yours, because after they see this and after they see
They gotta
what you did with
follow.
the Polygraph, they're gonna follow and they're gonna see some good content.
And if you're running shows, you need a host, you need an MC. I do whatever the fuck you need if you pay me money. Really, you know?
Listen,
I like that. I don't give
is
a
it
shit.
always, do you ever do it for the culture or is it about a bag? And don't make it seem like how I ask the question means I'm biased. I'm just
Dog,
asking.
you think I got paid for going on Wild 'N Out to get roasted by some Wild 'N Out people? I did that straight for the culture. You gotta put yourself in the culture if you want to be a successful product of the culture.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
But it's time for the bag sometimes, though.
That's why you take fucking anti-smoking and driving ads when you get them.
Jeez.
That government ad campaigns. They pay
Talk
some
that.
money.
Talk that
But
shit.
no, comedy shows you can make some money. That's why I like hosting my own, running my own shows. You can do ticketed
Yeah.
events at some venues, and you can actually make some money. That's what I like to do. But you know, we gotta blow up. We gotta get the Netflix special. I'm looking for the, you know, the real
So
money.
you're a real entrepreneur, man. You're a real
Oh, yeah?
entrepreneur,
Yeah,
man.
shout
We
out to
salute
you, man. We love
Respects,
to see it.
respects.
We're gonna give you your roses, man. Hey, Carrie, you got the roses? We're gonna give you your roses while you're here with us right
Long
now.
stem.
Because, you know,
Red
you're a
rose.
legend in the
Respects.
making, man. You're a
Respects.
legend in the making,
No,
and
I
we just
appreciate
wanna
that.
Hit you up and
Right?
thanks for coming to our platform.
Man, I hope to be back. And my podcast, Mayo and Chicken, check it out. I hope to get you guys on sooner
Hold
than
on, what is
later.
it called? Mayo and what?
Mayo and Chicken, featuring
Now,
my
why did you
boy.
call it mayo and chicken?
It's a black guy and a white guy.
Ah!
Hold on, so wait, who's mayo and who's the chicken?
Yes. Yeah, wild guy.
Is this offensive?
Yeah, we're very politically incorrect. He's actually a rapper. He's got a big project coming out, which
Hey.
I don't even know what his rap's name going to be, but his is the Jax Veteran. He hasn't announced his name yet.
Okay.
He's recorded like a full album and it's some quality
TBD.
shit, some videos. But yeah,
TBD. Well, I'm excited.
Hopefully we'll get you on.
I'm excited to see it.
We'll love to, well,
it's all we
Right,
should
well
talk.
done.
It's the most politically incorrect podcast ever. But
We gotta do a cross episode.
as long as you don't talk about COVID-19 vaccines, we'll be all right.
We'll be alright, y'all. We'll be alright.
Yeah, not roaded. But
what is your choice for the song of the week?
I gotta shout out my girl Debbie. She's out here. She's been doing work. She's not. She got to get her shit straight because she's got talent. That's all I want to say because I know she's got it and she just got to straighten up her life. But Free the Ops, her track. Shot by your boy too, right? This is your visual.
Straight up.
Keep it within the family,
Shout out Pricey Vision.
And the thing about it too is like, there's a moment because like I was managing her at a point, and I still help her out here. and
Yeah,
there,
when you
right?
can, right?
But
As
it's
much as
like-
they're willing to
as
take
much
help.
as willing to take help, right? Well, I was
Mhm.
catching a lot of flack for trying to help her, right?
Because she's a white girl that drops the M-bomb casually. Obviously, you're gonna catch flack,
But
right?
the thing is this though, it's like if you're a teacher in a class, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to have the A+ students
Yeah.
and the B+
Mhm.
students, but when somebody comes through and they have potential and they really want to do something, like you can't blame the teacher for trying to what I'm
Trying to
saying?
fix her up.
Yeah,
I did the same
Like,
thing.
"Oh, how you doing shots at P, man? I'm just
Exactly.
trying
I did her
Yeah.
podcast, or it was Debbie podcast for Scarbuzz, and I remember we had that
Shout out
conversation.
Scarbuzz.
Shout out Scarbuzz, and we had that conversation with her. I was like, "Would you stop using it?" And she's like, "Yeah, if it was like a legit thing, I think I would." But like, she even knows deep down it's wrong too. But it's like,
Debbie needs a show.
yeah, she,
raising Debbie or something like that.
yeah, she needs to
Like,
get fixed up or something.
Not
I
like
don't know.
raising. I mean, like not in a fixed, but in a way where
Because
it's
the
like,
track's
yo,
not bad. She's got
and
music
people
talent.
talk to. The thing is this: there's people that are like, you see Denzel Washington in Training Day, and then when Denzel Washington's not in Training Day, he's actually a person, right?
Yeah, human
So
being.
You see, and shout out Debbie because we talk about this all the time. But you see,
She
Debbie,
gets trolled harder
A lot
than
of
anyone
people-
in the city for
A
sure.
lot of people don't know the real Debbie. They see Debbie when they see on the.
She's a character. She's like a cartoon character. She's like Alex Jones.
She
She's
knows-
just like a figment of people's imaginations.
Right?
But like, yeah, there's a human under it, and I don't know her that well, but like when you hear like those tracks, like no disrespect to anyone else in the city, but she's actually one of the better like songs you're
She
hearing.
said, "I could never be stained, but I'ma let him have it."
You think she writes her own tracks?
Um,
I don't know. I've never written with her, but
Listen, that's undisclosed information.
that's the question of the streets,
All we
though.
know
The
is
streets
that-
always
all
want
we
to
know
ask.
is that shout out Debbie for having the
Shout
song
out
of the week.
Debbie.
Shout out Debbie.
Free to
No, I'm trying to get her on a track. That's why we were joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that? You heard
On
that?
the album.
Make it happen.
She already knows. We've been in talks. You know, I actually paid her $500 because I lost a bet to that fucking girl.
What was the bet about?
It was on a podcast. I had it was like the year the Lakers won the championship. It was at the beginning of the season. She's like, I bet the Lakers will win the championship 500 versus the field. So I was like, I'll take the
Well, guess
field.
what?
And I actually paid out. You know, she hit me up with it. And I was like, yeah, fuck. But
Oh, she
it
hit you
was
up, eh?
it wasn't my proudest moment losing $5 to
I thought
Debbie.
you didn't pay. I was gonna say
No.
I love you. If you didn't pay, I'll say
I could
would
have
love to take the award on Debbie's behalf.
Now I know
No.
how to.
If you didn't pay,
Yeah,
I'll
no.
take
She
it.
hit me up, but if I didn't pay, that would be like, I don't know, just like honorably. Like I made on a podcast, like shook hands,
vocabulary.
you know, like I'm not gonna be that guy.
Bets with Cringe.
I don't want
Kev.
Debbie on my back, you know.
She might just pull up.
Yeah, I don't want that. Yo, shut it down.
Shout out Debbie. So, can you let us know what the quote of the day will be today?
Yeah, the quote of the day will be, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. AKA from Jimi Hendrix, I think, most likely. We're going to go with that.
Can you say that one more time for the listeners?
When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. I got it tatted on the arm, too.
Hey.
Oh, say it tatted on me. You know it's real.
First tattoo, but yeah, when you said quote of the day, I was like, I fucking got one on me. Let's go with
Right?
that one.
I got
He's like,
one.
you got a quote of the day. He's like, do I?
Yeah, fuck, you know? Psalms 12:22. Like,
Don't mind if I
Got a
do.
couple. Oh man, well thank you so much. It was a beautiful quote. Thank you so much for your amazing No Polygraph. Remember guys, comment, like, share, save. Let us know what was your favorite part for the No Polygraph, guys. Follow us, Cringe Kev.
and wait for part 2. I'm gonna come back, Polygraph, Cringe Kev part 2, and I'm gonna come with even more heat.
Ah,
Cringe Kev.
Hey.
We out.
praise the boss.
Carry music.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you know.
We out here, y'all.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, we just finished recording episode 18 of the No Poly-Cast with your boy Cringe Kev. Thanks for having me. We killed it. I hit my first freestyle of all time. Make sure to follow me, Cringe Kev. That's CRINGEKEV. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for tuning in.